Alrighty, folks. Good afternoon, or should I say afternoon, almost to early evening. This is your neighborhood-friendly Scottish whiskey hobbit, broadcasting to you live once again from our wonderful domicile. I just took a few minutes to fiddle with the camera, and hopefully this camera angle and setting works. So it's been about 3.5 weeks, getting close to a month since my last review. I've been talking for quite some time about reviewing some rye whiskeys, and folks, I'm finally getting around to it. So I apologize that it's taken me so long. Today we're going to be reviewing this 100 proof. This is the Rittenhouse Straight Rye whiskey. Rittenhouse Straight Rye whiskey. I've never had it, but I was talking to a couple of good friends of mine, and they said, you know what? Redemption Rye and Rittenhouse Rye are two of my favorites, Daniel. One of my friends told me, and I've had Redemption Rye years ago, and I've never had the Rittenhouse, so I'm excited to try it. So of course, a rye whiskey means that it's at least 51% or more rye content in the mash bill. I'm not sure if this whiskey glass is clean, but the 100 proof alcohol will probably neutralize anything that's in there. And let me see if so the bottled and bond, of course, that we've talked about means it's under strict U.S. government supervision. That goes back to after they repealed prohibition, and that's a long story I won't get into, but what it means by bottled and bond. This is distilled, this is made by Heaven Hill Distilleries. So Heaven Hill makes a lot of stuff. Heaven Hill makes Evan Williams, and I believe Larsenry. What else do they make? Pikeville. I believe they make Old Fitzgerald, and they also make, of course, this Rittenhouse Rye here. I'm about 95% sure that that all that information I just listed off was correct there. So, good old Heaven Hill Distillery. So I'm gonna attempt to not ramble too much in this review. I know I'm kind of known for it, and the way that I see it, I need to be better about getting to the meat and potatoes of the review and not getting so long-winded with some of my rants. Even though it's a Scottish tradition, I'm going to try and just get to the point today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the review, and let's dive into the nose, shall we? And I hope I get some hummingbirds at the feeder. The hummingbirds have been crazy today. I've been seeing them nonstop. Very delightful and welcoming nose. I'm getting what I would describe as maybe fruitcake, maybe some cinnamon, and I'm getting citrus. So I'm getting fruitcake, I'm getting cinnamon, I'm getting citrus. And what else am I getting in there? I'm getting another pleasant aroma that I can't put my finger on right now. And as always, folks, remember, before, during, and after consuming alcoholic beverages, make sure to stay hydrated. All right, here we go, guys. Wow. Wow. So that, whew, for being 100 proof, I think it's well balanced. It's very smooth and very drinkable. But what notes are on my palate right now? I think I'm getting some licorice. I think I'm getting some honey. So I'm getting licorice, I'm getting honey, I'm getting some pepper, so licorice, so maybe like some honey, some black pepper notes. Definitely that black pepper spice, a little bit reminiscent of Basil Hayden. And I think I'm also getting a little bit of vanilla and maybe a little bit of fruit cake. So vanilla, maybe some fruit cake, some honey, some of that spicy, peppery kind of a kick. And I feel like there's one other item that I should be describing here on the palate. Beautiful women are magic. As a Scottish American man who happens to be happily married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, who's the best thing to ever happen to me, I'm legally required to say that statement in every video. All right, let me shift gears again back to this. So this is very good. It's very sassy, very decadent, very smooth. I've already discussed, I think the licorice, I think the black pepper, a little bit of fruit cake, maybe a little bit of, did I already say vanilla? There's those spicy black pepper notes. So it's very well balanced, and I need to really think about a score here. I got this for a little under, this was around $26.99 at the Price Chopper down the road. And so I'm going to have to give this a score here. I don't want to jinx myself here, but I had three straight reviews in a row that were B pluses. All good things in moderation, ladies and gentlemen. For taste, for quality, for overall, like bang for your buck, for all of those categories that I normally adjudicate for my scores here, this is going to be tough. I think I have a good understanding of where I'm going to go with this score, but I just want to make sure that I do it the proper justice. And let me see if we have hummingbirds here. No hummingbirds, darn it, they've been crazy today. I was hoping to get another hummingbird. The moment that I start filming, they go away, and then when I'm sitting over here off to the side, they're all over the place. But back to the review, let me figure out the score. You know what? Especially considering that I paid less than $30 for this, I'm going to give this a 90 to a 93, so we're going to say an A minus. And I think I'm being, I am my own worst critic, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like sometimes I am a little extra generous with some of my scores, but really, especially for the taste and smoothness, just at how much I paid for this, for less than $30. I'm going to give this a 90 to a 93, so we're going to say a A minus, and I feel like that's a good score, a pretty good fair score. And again, this is what the bottle looks like here. Rittenhouse Rye, 100 proof, made in Bardstown, Kentucky, by Heaven Hill, which makes a ton of great stuff. I'm going to give it an A minus. It's very good. It's very good. Well, folks, thank you for. I always have issues. I fidget around sometimes because it takes me a while to. I'm kind of picky about my exact position when I'm trying to make these videos. partially due to the lighting of the camera and several other factors. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Remember, nobody's perfect. I sure as heck ain't. No one's perfect, but do the very best that you can to put the needs of others before yourself. But also faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, and more money. Which again is from that Tom T. Hall country song. Well, to quote one of my favorite Looney Tunes characters, that's all, folks. I'm probably going to take about a 3 to 4 week, like about a month, I love this word, about a month's respite. It means like a break or a pause. I'm going to take a short break from the channel, but I'll be back in probably late August with some more videos. And I have over 10 hours and over 106 reviews on here. Over 10 hours and 106 reviews and a lot of shorts for you guys to watch on the channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you that is a regular supporter of a channel. This is one of my many hobbies and my many interests. Good books, cute kitty cats, Stargate SG-1, Star Trek, bird watching, and I've already talked about beautiful women. Oh, also ice hockey, baseball, and football forever. Alright guys, forgive me. I am being excessively Scottish. Have a great rest of your day, and be a kind human, and remember, Jesus loves you. God bless, guys. Happy trails. That is good, guys. I mean, it really is a bit sassy at 100 proof there, but it's pretty good. Wow, we're only at 12 minutes. I'm hoping, see, there's the hummingbird feeder. No hummingbirds now, but you should have seen it. When I was out here reading and hanging out with the stray cats I care for an hour ago, there were hummingbirds all over here. Anyways, until next time, happy trails.